A perturbation is a disruption. Disruptions bring about change. A shift occurs in whatever archetypal field is impacted by a perturbation. Stories are about perturbations and the shifting of archetypes. Without something disturbing the status quo, there would be no story. I'm a fan of Dr. Louis Madrona. He tells stories about the Native American trickster Coyote in his book, Coyote Medicine. All fire was on Fire Mountain and controlled by Fire Man. His monsters helped him guard the flames. Coyote was cold and convinced two birds to fly to Fire Mountain and bring back fire. The birds failed. Coyote realized that he had to do it himself. So he went to the ocean and collected shells, the kind you can hear the ocean in when you put them to your ear. He tied sticks to his tail. He made a great deal of noise when he climbed the mountain. When he saw the monsters, he announced he was Coyote. He told the monsters he had brought them gifts. While they enjoyed their presents, he turned his back to the fire. The sticks were ignited. Coyote ran down the mountain. Fireman began shooting arrows, and Coyote zigzagged down the incline. The mountain caught on fire. Any good story needs complications. Complications result from perturbations. Perturbations cause shifts in the archetypal fields. The story continues. There is danger of mass destruction. First Man, an archetype, chastises Coyote. Coyote goes into hiding. First Man realizes that the archetype water is needed to control the fire. He fails to invent some way to get water. First Woman, another archetype, takes over. Her first three actions failed as perturbations. The first action shifted her into the archetypal field of innovation invention. First Woman invented a basket that could hold water, but not enough water could be carried in a basket to cause a perturbation in the fire archetype. Next, she sought help from the water creatures and the waterfowl. They refused to help. Fire wasn't a problem for them. First Woman next approached creatures that lived on the border between water and land. The frogs and cranes agreed to help. The cranes carried the frogs over the fire. The frogs dumped water from above. The flames were extinguished. A perturbation. A shift now occurred from the archetype of fire to the archetype of water. The falling water cut streams into the side of the mountain. Great clouds of steam rose to the sky. Clouds now existed within that archetypal field. First Woman next told the clouds they needed to be useful. From that time on, clouds collect moisture from bodies of water. Their perturbation is to bring water to areas in need. This is the manifestation of the rain archetype. Perturbations impact archetypes. Actions causing perturbations generally result in the story situation growing more complex. Or, as in this coyote story, a perturbation ultimately brought about resolution and changes in the universe. Thus, there was a shift in archetypes. A way to contain fire was born. A number of new archetypal fields were the result of perturbations. Baskets now exist, and there are mountain streams. Clouds were created that can bring water to dry areas. Rain became a reality. There are many coyote stories. As big a nuisance as Coyote was, he challenged nonsensical and rigid rules. He played an important role in the societies of animals and humans. Coyote was the perturbation agent. If there are actions in a story without any consequences, without perturbations, there is no story. Thank you.